Tate. He's Graham Lee. Today we got a good episode for you. We got Graham talking about his recent performance in a tournament and how it was a little bit of an elevated event for him. Then we got big news from Grissom, and we have some Broken Teacup updates and standings for you. So you may just want to stick around and find out for those. Graham, over to you.
Yeah, so welcome back to the new Broken Tea podcast, season 1. It is called The Drive, and basically it's just going to be about our tournaments, the Broken Tea Cup, and how we have been practicing and stuff. Today's going to be a little bit different just since it's an intro kind of thing. It's only going to be 20-30 minutes long. But anyway, so I just got back from Oxford, Mississippi, playing a practice round. I played a practice round and 2 tournament days at the Ole Miss golf course, and played my practice round. Actually had a very late tee time, 4:18, which was the earliest they had. Played probably 9 holes, and then I had to skip around and just look at the holes and scope them out, make notes, because it was so crowded because it's a public course. But practice round went well. Made a stop at Dick's, got 2 new gloves, got a whole new box of golf balls, and I'm using Srixon Z-Stars, and that's also what Grissom is using right now. We are both playing Srixon golf balls.
And are you using Z-Star IVs or Z-Stars?
Just Z-Stars. And it's a little bit softer golf ball, so that's why I'm playing it. But anyway, we played from 6,400 yards. I didn't hit my driver great, so that didn't help. So I shot 82 the first day, 84 the second day. Not my best, but from 6,400 yards, as a 13-year-old, who's not very big, hey, I mean, I'll take it. And it's one of my first kind of bigger events that I've played. First 2-day tournament walking, carrying my own bag. I carried my bag a ton in tournaments. It's just this is my first 2-day one, having to carry my own bag. And, I'm pretty happy with it. Walked out with a second place silver medal. But yeah, got second place, and the course was pretty firm the first day. The greens were very firm, but then it stormed for about an hour and a half after a round, and that made it very wet the next day. So the greens were a little bit more receptive, a little bit easier to play on, even though I shot worse because it took us a little while to get situated to those new type of greens. But yeah, I hit some very good wedge shots. 82, 84, like I said. Played pretty good. I wish I could give you all the course layout and everything, but we're not going to talk about all the holes, but there's a lot of bunkers out there that are just kind of hidden in some spots, and there's a lot of grass bunkers, so you got to make sure that you're not in those, because we played up the second day, but down the first day, only up in the fairway. So if you're in the rough, you're more than likely going to be buried, and you're going to chunk it a little bit, but because there's a lot of just grass bunkers and stuff. But other than that, I mean, the course is in pretty good shape. Again, it's a public course, but it was pretty fun. I really enjoyed it.
So with that tournament, do you feel comfortable with going back to more tournaments at more not like college courses, but more courses that a college team would play?
Yeah, I do feel very comfortable. I didn't hit my driver good from 6,400 yards to just having a little bit longer in depends, but if I can get my driver figured out, and if I can, I pulled a couple shots this week that I wish I could have had back. If I can just get that and figure that all out, I should be fine. Excuse me. But yeah, I feel very comfortable going into just more of these high-level collegiate courses, especially getting to play the Crimson Reserve. I mean, that really helped. I played probably 28 holes there, maybe. Yeah, I played a lot at the Crimson Reserve, and that kind of helped me, because the Crimson Reserve is one of the toughest courses in the country right now.
So you said you were with Sherkshawn, or not with Sherkshawn, that's bad wording. You were using a Sherkshawn Z-Star. Mentioned I'm using a Sherkshawn Z-Star, so we're going to go ahead and get into my news, which is if you watched the. Okay, no, we didn't video the first Broken Sea Cup that I won, but yeah. So if you've been with us since the old GG podcast days, you know I've had older clubs, Cleveland TH6s, and that I have started to get a little too big for them. So I went out, worked, and got half the money for them. Demo with the Titleist T200s, and I really liked them. I mean, I'm not saying Titleist T200s are a bad club. The Sherkshawn ZXI5s really fit my balance a little more with, so if you hit it just a little bit off the toe, you're gonna more likely hit your target. And I've experienced that, I remember yesterday I had a 9-iron into a par 5, my third shot. It's just a little knockdown 9-iron.
Yeah.
And I banned it just a little bit, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's a horrible shot. And it hit the green, stopped, and was able to make a par.
Yeah.
But, yeah, the ZXI5s were probably the best clubs. Now, obviously, I'm a little biased because they're the only clubs I've ever had in my entire life that are brand new out of the box. But I just think that, the ZXI5s are really good, and I've been jumping around with golf balls this year. I went from a Titleist Pro V1X to a TaylorMade TP5X, now to just a normal Sherkshawn Z-Star. And part of that was with the tournaments I play. They do give you I think it's a sleeve ground.
Yeah, I got 2 sleeves for a 2-day tournament and a whole box for a tournament, like a big tournament.
Yeah, so I think so. You usually get a box for your when you sign up for the membership with these tournaments, and you will get a box of them, and then you get a sleeve per tournament.
Yeah.
And so I've gotten 2 sleeves already or 2 boxes already this year. One with my membership plan, and one was because the tournament got rained out, so they gave us those golf balls. And so I was just out practicing around with them. Didn't want to, have to go buy more TB5s, just being stupid with them and practicing with them. And so I went and got more and just practiced with those Z-Stars. And I really like the feel of them, the roll of them. They're a lot softer. You get them to check a lot more. And I just went out and said, Dad, I think I like the Z-Star. Can we go get some and let's try them out in this first tournament? And really liked them, played really good in that tournament. And I've been with the Z-Star ever since. And if you've watched it, you'll see me. I wear a Titleist hat a lot. That was because I used the Pro V1X, and I wanted a Titleist hat too. But now I think I'm going to have to get me a Sherkshawn hat.
Yeah. For me, switching to a Sherkshawn Z-Star golf ball, it was a tough decision because I'd always been, with more of the legit, golf brand Titleist. My dad liked them. Ever since I first started playing golf, he was like, hey, these are the balls that Jordan Spieth, Justin Thomas, just all the big guys played with. And,
anything else. Sherkshawn, if you would love to partner with us, we will gladly accept you. We love your brand. You're honestly the best golf ball and best clubs I've ever used. We want to be a part of the team if you'll have us. So, just going to throw that one out there.
For sure. But anyway, and then
Yeah,
for sure. If y'all will sponsor us, hey, we'll take anything. But anyway, so I played I think I played a Pro V1 back in 2024, probably the whole 2024 season up until actually no, not the whole 2024 season. I think it was July. I had some leftover Pro V1X golf balls. I actually had a full box, I think, just lying around. I'm just like, hey, I'm just going to try these out today.
So what were you using before you made the switch last July?
Pro V1, and then I switched to a Pro V1X. I wanted a harder golf ball, maybe get a little bit more distance, and ended up switched to those. Liked it. Didn't spin as much, and I at that time I was really spinning it, and I didn't need a ball that spun as much. And then after I just upstairs, I just got a new office up in our room, and I ended up switching. I just had 6 sleeves of Srixon Z Stars laying there. So I was just like, hey, I'm just gonna practice these and practice with these, and just so I don't lose on my Pro V1Xs, which is not a problem for me. Like I don't lose a ton of golf balls, but I just want to practice with these.
We practice with these. It's just like I said, I didn't want to go buy a Conan box TV5, but it's just the courses that we play. It's just tight, and just the slightest of misses could cost you a golf ball.
Oh yeah.
So we go out and practice with different golf balls, so we don't have to go buy.
Oh yeah, and I mean, I was just like, I'm just gonna try these. I go out, I think I practiced with them, and I was like, I love these. And then the next round, I played 9 holes from almost 6,000 yards and shot 34. So I was like, I gotta use these. I just shot 34, which is my best score on 9 with them. So I was just like,
how long had you been using the Z Stars?
Oh, not even a week, and I shot 34. Not even a week.
How long have you been using them now?
Oh, now probably 4 months, maybe.
Yeah, well, I feel like because when we went to Baytown, you were using a Pro V1.
Yeah, that was, no, I was using an X, and that was right before I swapped. And
yeah, we were both using a Pro V. I was using a Pro V1, he was using a Pro V1X.
Yeah. But yeah, Srixon has been super good. And there's also these Japan golf balls that they have at the PGA Tour Superstore. They're I don't know what they're called. I think it's a green and silver box. I was thinking about trying those. I don't know, or just testing them. I don't know.
Also, TaylorMade, your new retro logo is fire. You need to keep that.
Oh yeah.
You can see it's in our cover photo now. That's how much we love that logo.
Yeah, that one was cool.
If you could have with that logo on it, that would be greatly appreciated.
Yeah.
Sure, Sean, we still want you to sponsor us. Just, we're not gonna let a logo like that just fly by us.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, Srixon has been amazing. We're not sponsored. I'm saying they've just made amazing things like Grissom's irons, Grissom's golf balls, my golf balls.
It's on a crazy run. They just won back-to-back weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Keegan Bradley just won with I think he used the Z Star, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
He won back-to-back weeks with the Z Star. JJ Spawn just came out of nowhere to win the U.S. Open with the Z Star. And Brooks Koepka, he's been playing really good on the live circuit. He used the ZXI5s and Cleveland wedges, and Sepp Straka, Hideki Matsuyama. All these guys are playing super good with Srixon. I think they have 7 wins this season, and they're, I think, leading with the most brands
yeah.
that they've had.
Yeah.
And Ryan Fox, he was on a heater earlier this year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Srixon and Cleveland, they're on a heater.
Yep.
And it's been fun to watch.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Good to see those Srixon guys get out there. But yeah, back to the Ole Miss thing. Just wanted to say a couple things. Not a ton of water on the course, and a lot of it's just more scenic. And some of it doesn't even come into play. It's just little ditches. But if you want to go play that course, it is, totally public. Walk in. Probably not going to see players there because they're normally going to be at the country club of Oxford. They're not going to be they may be at the golf course during the season, but they're just everywhere. But yeah, it was pretty cool. It was pretty neat getting to go there. I played all right today. Yesterday was a pretty good day for me. Going in, I was 2 shots back, and she didn't have my best day. But Yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. But I'm super just proud of myself for going out there. Not making big numbers at all. Not making big numbers. Not. I putted amazing on those tough greens. Limited 3 putts. Yeah, it was fun. Had a great time. But now let's dive into the Broken Tee Cup and let's see. Let's just get the points together. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, we can talk about that. Graham has, I believe he has.
We both have 825 points.
875, 875. I think it's 875 points that we both have, and
we have not filmed these rounds.
Yeah, we did not film Baytown for some. I can't remember why.
I think it was moving. There are people in front of us, or it was just moving too slow.
It was moving. We didn't want to hold anybody up. Yeah, that's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
Because Baytown is everybody was there, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, we will definitely video at RTJ because at an RTJ course that we get to play.
Yeah, so we're gonna talk about that because I wanted to talk about this. Sorry, so every 4th of July, we go play a golf course, and we usually only play 9 holes because we just try and go get some holes in together before we go do anything else with our families or anything like that. So since this is going to be the first year with the Broken Tee Cup, and this is what we're going to call it. We're going to call this a normal event, and since it's only going to be 9 holes. Now, Grant, if we have time to go play 18 holes, it'll be a major.
Yeah.
If we don't, it'll be 9 holes, and it'll be worth half the points. So, Graham probably has the points there with him some way, but I think if you win, you get 500 points. Maybe, I don't know, let me try and find it. Okay, yeah, so if you win it, you'll get 250 points. Okay, but since it's gonna be half, you will only get 125 points.
Yeah.
So if I win, I'll only go up to whatever I have to go up to. I can't remember.
Well, anyway, so the Swampers is a major. So the Swampers Classic is a major.
Swampers is going to be a major.
Mm-hmm.
That means points are worth double. But that also means, obviously it's a major. Anything can actually happen. And with that, if you go look at it, if I wanted to go to, alright, so usually with the Broken Tee Cup, if it's not a major, you're gonna see us kind of gimmies and whatnot. If it's not a major, now since this is gonna be a major, it's obviously more straight up. Everything is sold out and everything.
Yeah.
But you're also gonna see more cart cam.
Mm-hmm.
And what I mean by that is, we had it laid out somewhere. I don't know where. It's with the Swampers, it's a cart cam going to hole 5. Nothing. All these holes that we have the cart cam, they're a short drive.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to cross the road. So you'll see some of that, and that's about it though. Graham wants to say anything.
Yeah, but so the Swampers is going to be a major. We'll probably play that straight up, but we made it a little bit different. We kind of wanted it to be a little bit more interesting and fun. We do have a floating mulligan, so you get 1 per 9.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, no, I think we agreed on just 1.
Oh, just 1? Oh, okay. Then just 1. You just get 1 floating mulligan. We may change it up, but as of now, you get 1 floating mulligan, which just means that you can use it anytime. We may have a little bit more fun rules there.
Yeah.
We may
This is a major, but it's not really a major.
Yeah.
It's more. It's a little more not so serious.
Yeah, we try and make it fun and just kind of enjoyable. And just,
All right,
you know.
but the course we were playing is a par 71. There's one hole in the back nine. It's the hardest hole in the golf course. It is I think if it wasn't the hardest hole in the golf course, it would be played a par 5.
Mm-hmm.
What it's been played as in the past with the Burgundy Cup, before it was really the Burgundy Cup, is we played it as a par 5, making it a par 72.
This year, I think we should do that.
This year, we're just going to do it as a par 4.
Oh, we are? Okay. That's
I
fine.
mean, that could be decided. Like, we could get to the hole and
Yeah.
we just randomly decide, hey, we're both playing really good. Let's play it as par 4. Or we're playing, okay, we're tied. Let's play, or somebody's winning by 1. Let's go play it as a par 5.
Yeah. And then I think we're gonna line up an event that we're gonna do, like kind of a fun, maybe not. It'll probably be like a 9-hole match, maybe. That we do maybe just one night at Cypress, but it'll be kind of like TGL. So we'll have this thing. I kind of just came up with this, like a little bit ago. But you can use, like, the towel, how they have. You throw that out, and then the hole is worth double. So, whenever you want to, you can throw that out. But you gotta win it somehow first. We're going to figure that out. But we're going to do a 9-hole match. We're going to do some sort of, like, point system. That's not match play. It's not Stableford. But we'll figure something out, like a little point system, and make it fun, like throw something out. I don't know what we'll do, and that makes the hole worth double.
I think what we'll end up doing is we'll set a Burgundy Cup point agreement. So let's say we do 5 points a hole. Well, if I win, 8 holes and Graham wins 1 hole, or Graham wins 8 holes and I win 1 hole, however way it goes, Graham would get 40 points, or I would get 40 points, and I would get 5, and then we just subtract it, and you only get 35, or we would, we would just do it as 40 and 5. Like, we're gonna do it some way. And so, like, if it was a hammer, all right. So let's say it's tied, and there's nobody behind us, and we go play 18 again. The hammer would automatically have to be thrown, making it worth double. So, like, if I have 40 points, or how would this work? How would this have to work? If you have, like, 20 points and I have 20 points going to the last hole, so since 9 holes, we can't tie on points unless there was a hammer. It would just be worth double. So if I win it, I would get 20 more points. Like, on the last hole, it would just double your point value, obviously. Yeah. And that's how it's just going to be.
Yeah. Well, that'll wrap it. Top of the hour here, 9 o'clock. Anyway, that's kind of how it's going to work. I know we kind of made some stuff up on the way, but we're going to try and do a point system. Grissom's already came up with some stuff, so maybe I'll come up with some stuff. Just kind of make it fair, so both of us going to have the rules that we want. But, this should be a great season. It's all tied up. Pretty much all at 0. But, anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this podcast. Remember to like and subscribe. More content will be coming out soon. Sorry for the lack of content coming out. We'll get you some more stuff. And I think this channel can really go big if we can actually try and get some content out, which will be hard, but I'm going to try and do it, and we're going to try and do it, and maybe we'll do some fun challenges or trick shots. Never know. But anyway, Broken Teacup is coming soon. More film of it is coming soon. So stay tuned. We'll see y'all on the Broken Tee.